Okay. All right.
But you're number
my
4.
my next
3.
movie. I mean, I'm not gonna do numbers because like I put the number 1, which should be my number 1, number 5, I guess.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm sorry.
I'm throwing out the numbers. So my movie, my next movie is Mr. Smith goes to Washington.
Well done.
And I think this is gonna be kind of a short one because the main reason it's on my list is because that is the first movie I legitly cried during. Like,
I want to shake your hand right now. I weep every time. When he
Completely.
collapses, it's one of maybe 10 movies that I genuinely cry at, no matter how many times I've seen it. I must have seen it 10 times.
and that was the first movie that I legitly cried during. And the thing is, Roger Ebert talks about this. I think we've talked about it before. Is that the reason why you cry in movies? You never cry in a movie because something is depressing. You never cry in a movie because something is depressing. You cry in a movie because that someone in a movie is doing a good thing. You really cry in a movie
Absolutely.
out of goodness.
I don't cry when Bambi's mother gets shot. It's a sad moment, although I don't really like Bambi, but that's another thing. It's a sad moment, but I'm not going to weep for a cartoon deer, but what I will cry for is moments of beauty or moments of heroics or something simply great in filmmaking. If something is so well crafted, I can be brought to tears. And I'm so happy you mentioned Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, because I think it's gotten a bad reputation as having not aged well. And if people look at it, it has aged extremely well. It's a little bit, yes, it's very good versus evil. They hold Jimmy Stewart up on this pedestal, but it works, and he idealizes the system a little bit. But it's Frank Capra. What do you expect? It's so good.
But also the thing is, it's like the struggle of someone who's like trying to idealize the system. You know, it's like if only things could be this way. And I think that feeds into it too, where you yourself are like, this can't be how things work, but I wish it was. And that I think that goes really.
In terms of character acting, the Claude Rains character, I once spoke with a film major who said she didn't like the ending when he does what he does. I won't give away the ending, because she felt that it came out of nowhere. If you watch him, I know Jimmy Stewart steals the show, but if you watch Claude Rains, the entire film, it is such a good performance, and it is building to that point, and it is the most logical conclusion, and it is so satisfying, and it works completely well. And we could talk about this.
Also, and that's also the best way to end a movie, the
Absolutely.
way that it ends, with Claude Rains.
Absolutely.
Just gonna say that.
Absolutely.
Okay.